Okay, what's going on? I have a couple of minutes to spare. I was supposed to do live last night, but I fell asleep. I went to the gym. I went to oh Lord, Ah, I think I overdid it. I went to the field to do my cardio. Then I drove to the new gym, and then I did my weights there. But and then I was ready to get ready for the live, and then all of a sudden I knew I was asleep. But yeah, by the gym thing, this dude was hogging a damn leg press machine. I was like, why don't you get your ass up? Like every other machine, they do their sets and they were gone. With his ass, he was sitting on there, I guess for the whole duration I was there. That kind of stuff really annoys me. Because it's like, it's other people who may want to use the machine. Like, you don't have to hog the machine. That's what he was doing. But that's here and there. I'm still on this weightlifting journey. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Let's acknowledge those who are here. Like I said, I got a couple minutes to talk to y'all, so we'll see. What's up, Lexi? Lexi said, "Damn, we gotta wait until tonight." I think they put that before. Sure, the spoiler in there. How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Trey's Choi's World. How you doing? Jay Wilson knows how. No, I think you know what. Oh, that's Troy Allen. I think it's a message. I think it's really weird to see a man who say he is so but he doesn't even have the discipline to not to step away, which is weird, which is really weird. So let's get into this whole situation. So Jay Wilson keeps messing up. Okay. Now, apparently, I don't dox. I listen to the commentary because I don't believe in intruding in people's lives to that degree. I don't do that. There's certain principles Avatar Nation stands by, and that's one of them. Now, we can't comment on what other people say, and that is what it is. Now, Jay Wilson, let me tell you something. I think he's been without a main job for a very long time. What's up, Rico? For a long time because there's something that was weird. He said he went for this position and then he was competing against someone who was quite younger. And I'm like, wait a minute. If you're competing for someone who, and I may be naive, so this may be up to my naivety, but if you're at a job in a position, you're most likely competing against those who are your peers. And the guy he said he was competing against because he started talking about I guess that cord or whatever that yarn or whatever that he left in the back and he didn't know or whatever. He didn't know the guy was in the suit. He would got to take it off or whatever. And I was sitting there I'm like, why is he competing against like a 20-year-old when he's just he's apparently he says been in a position for a long time. I was like, whatever, maybe the guy's been really academically aggressive, he got some experience, was able to impress the recruiters. But I was like, at that stage of the game, like against him, he should just be against people in his demographic. I know corporate America. I was just thinking that way, unless you just like are really a genius. But I was just like, okay. So then he started talking. He started about saying some other stuff. Oh, then he started talking about the people coming in. Ooh, this girl this. Ooh, that girl that. And I'm like, no, you doing general interviews because to be honest, if you're interviewing for a position and you already at that company, you're not going to even see the regular people coming in. That to my, you know, they're gonna have you at a slotted time already. You're not gonna even really engage with the outside public. I may be wrong. What do I know? Okay. Now this is where he slipped up yesterday. He, you could when he talked, you can gauge so much about what he trying to hide because he slips up. It was a very small little 2 second piece. 2 second piece. He was like, "Ooh, child, these people laying off, they getting laid off," and then boom, then he switched to something else, and I'm like, "Oh, interesting." So you engaging in something where people are going to that there have been a lot of layoffs where people who just got recently laid off or don't have a job are going to maybe a job fair or maybe something like that. I said, oh, and then he says, ooh, I had a lot of meetings. Meetings for him are interviews. Meetings for him are in. I said, oh, this man keep telling on himself. Ooh, I had a lot of meetings. Ooh, and then you switch to that. I said, oh, okay, I got you. I got you. So I guess he's looking for a job in the process of looking for a job. And when he said he was going to switch to programming in the beginning, he did that so that if I guess he would have still, because he didn't, I still at that time, because I was like, why don't hide his videos? Well, he couldn't afford to hide the videos because the videos are still making, if you hide the video, you don't make any money. Like you instantly turn off the monetization of your videos if you hide videos. So he was like, why didn't you turn off the videos? I mean, why didn't you hide the videos if he changing the programming? But what happened is he didn't have a job, I think, at that time, or I'm just assuming he needed that revenue to keep coming in, but he could change what they may see into something that he thought would be like good in their eyes. Now let's go to the whole church situation. So apparently the people have been watching the church or whatever and seeing that he's no longer there. And then he's like, oh, I took a sabbatical. Oh, you don't know nothing. I've gained so much. I've increased. Y'all don't know. Y'all call that church if y'all want to. Y'all call that church if y'all want to harass those people. I'm on a sabbatical. And I was like, wow. See, he didn't expect them to hit him with that information right then and there. So I'm like, and I said it before. I could go back to my community post. I said, you know what, Jay Wilson? You are bad for business. You are bad for business. And well, we know those people, I guess, called up there to that church and was saying, this man is saying all this stuff, and he's the leader of your choir, or he's a member, or he's a lead person of leadership in your church. What does your church really stand for? I think Dimple said she left a review or something on there. And I was like, he gonna be gone. He gonna be gone. He gonna be out that position. He's not gonna even be dealing with the church because even the pastor, whoever, the head minister, the president of the church, don't want nobody who gonna be a public problem. And Jay Wilson is a public problem because of the words that come out of his mouth. I've said this publicly. Jay Wilson, why in the fuck are you using a professional profile picture? The avatar that Jay Wilson has on his page, doing his broadcast is of his big bald head in his professional profile picture. It's not an avatar. It's not an AI generated image of him. And I'm like, you are intentionally erasing all possibility for you to be considered in the professional realm or leadership realm for anything. Because you are, I don't know if he's stubborn. I don't know if he refuses to listen, but that's the worst thing he could do. Because you erase all kind of denial that is you. Your professional profile picture is there, Jalen. I'm mystified. I'm mystified. But this is the thing where he lied. He always say, I don't do nothing for free. I don't do nothing for free. How can you get fired from a gig that you were volunteering for? Well, wait a minute. You said you don't work for free. Now, if you remember, in a while back, he was bragging about, how those people who could play instruments get paid so much. Wow, Jay Wilson. You a damn liar. The church removed you, or they could have kept you on board, but in a less public facing capacity, where you are less visible, where people can't sit up there and call the church and say this member of your church is a hypocrite to the message that you want to get out. What's up, Sonny B? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. So they just said, I don't know if they got rid of him or booted him or whatever, but they definitely asked him not to be visible because of the controversy that he's bringing. So I think really, honestly, why we've seen the uptick in the cursing and stuff, is that he's trying to increase his audience. He's thinking that, oh shoot, I gotta keep everything because right now I'm at a point where he needs that YouTube check. He needs to come at on live 6 times a day because that's the situation that he's in, and that's unfortunate because he didn't have to choose the character. Remember, I always tell you how you choose your character is key. He didn't have to choose the character. This man could still have an online presence, I feel, and still have a 9 to 5, a reputable 9 to 5. right? He can still do that. But the things that he has said, what he said, how he said, and then on top of that, last night he was sitting up there saying, "Oh yes, now mind you, he already scammed the people one time because he told people he had lost his job, and he admitted to putting water on his eye, acting like it was fine." And I was really about to come live and put a community post and say, "Don't give Jay Wilson shit. Don't give that motherfucker nothing." Because he's like, "Oh, give me money. I need money for this and I need money for that." Don't give him nothing. And I don't never want to rain on nobody's blessings. But for that man to come, he said this less than 24 hours ago. I don't need y'all. I don't care about y'all. Y'all ain't shit to me. So anybody that can speak those words to an audience that can potentially help them don't need our shit. Don't come to us when things are bad. Don't come to us when your job is you about to lose your job or you have lost your job. Don't come to us when the church has banished you and kicked you for leading their choir and now you can't make no money off of the revenue that they were giving you to lead and direct their choir. Don't come to us for shit because we just 1099s, right? We don't care. You don't care nothing about us when you click off this shit. So why in the hell should you get our hard-earned money that we made clicking on when we were off this shit? Don't ask us for shit. See, that's why I told you, Jay Wilson, to watch your motherfucking tongue. Because the words you speak, you gonna come to regret. And now I see you coming to regret them based on you begging for the money that you this offering, the whatever it was, gibberish offering or whatever that was. Oh yeah, I need this for this. I need my money, send me money. Obviously he was doing it just, but maybe one day you will be coming and really need somebody to send you shit. And you told us we don't mean nothing to you. You don't care about us. You don't care about none of y'all. We ain't no friends on YouTube. So don't be asking for our money since there ain't no friends on YouTube. Ain't no friends in the real world either. So go over there on the corner, go get a go talk, go over to Tracy and see how she's making it and doing it, and come back over here. Stop. See you over here. Just really put a foot in your mouth because now you may be in a time of need. Now you might be in a time of need, and now you done set up here, and we gonna look straight at you. You told we ain't nothing but we don't need us. We know but trash. We don't mean nothing, and we 1099. Okay, I gave you $50, and your ass was a motherfucking grateful. When his page got taken, Avatar Nation said $50 over to him. He said I didn't ask for your $50. I said, oh wow, what a steak attitude. Never again will I reach down. Never again will I reach down in my wallet. Never again will I ever send out the back, send them to Avatar Nation to get to him. Now, if they want to give, so be it. That's placed on their heart. But over here, you will not sit over here and get nothing from us. You sure will not. Lyric will get something from us before you do. All period. Okay. C Mac TV says he has Mark. Remember? No, he don't. No, he don't. How we even know if Mark even really dealing with him like that in that capacity? You know what I mean? That's how I feel. I don't think Mark. Let me just tell you something, C-Mac TV. If I was in Jay Wilson, if I was Mark, I wouldn't sit up here and be with Mark or nobody like that because I don't know how your online. You know what the Nest said? Nest said this. Don't say Sir King said this. Nest said that they sitting out here. People are trying to find Mark's wife. People are trying to find Mark's wife, former wife. Now, if I was dating Jay Wilson, I wouldn't mess up with that motherfucker because his online shenanigans can intrude in my personal professional life. It has ruined Jay Wilson's professional life. Ruined him. He can only do Uber and Uber Eats and DoorDash. He's not sitting up there in a position of power at all. So no, and also his quality of dating pool has tremendously diminished because nobody want to sit up there and date someone who could bring that kind of strife in their life. You know what I mean? I'm sure Mark is tired of it, unless Mark is delayed. I mean, what is Mark getting from this shit? Now, if they were coming on and they were online, multiple, what they call them, online personas or online show that they share together, then maybe. But no, no, no. I don't see what benefit that would bring. No, I understand C-Mac, but no, he may, no. And you know what? Don't be surprised C-Mac CB and Mark leave his ass if he had not done so already. Rhonda Blazer is how 1099 says. What's up, Rhonda says, how he sees everyone. But that is a coping mechanism for him. That's a coping mechanism for him to how to deal with being hurt, being hurt in the past. But that don't mean because you got hurt. Shit, I got hurt, but I don't run around here telling people they all pieces of shit and they don't mean nothing to me. Okay, you learn. You got hurt by that person. You keep the fuck on. You take notes to make sure it don't ever happen again. But you don't sit here and tell your audience that I don't mean nothing, y'all. Y'all ain't mean nothing. Y'all just 1099. And if you give it, don't expect it back. I'm like, wow. I get stuff and I give it. I give it back. Like they give me stuff and I give it back. You know. Oh, I see something, I'll give it back. It's always good to give back because you never know what you might need. You know. For real, for real. Ronald Brazil says he said he changed the way he was running his platform, but he didn't change anything. He still, you know what, change? Ronald, when we think of change, we think of change to being positive. But with him, maybe he thought, okay, I need to become more extreme. Because he should have just started cursing and cursing like a toddler. He don't even know how to curse. There's a certain way you curse. Like, there's a flow to it. There's an interjection of the curse word. He be doing, bitch, bitch, hoe, hoe. So he feels that he has to become more dramatic, more extreme, and that will bring more numbers. I don't know. Ronald Blizzard says SK he is pure evil. Jable says a front row seat. Ooh Lord. Ooh to the devil's playground. I don't know. I just think like don't play with God. I just thought I want to tell you, just don't play with God. What's up, ATL Gal? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Hope you're doing well. Shirley Burnett said he would never prosper because he's playing with the Lord. Yeah, exactly. And that's why I say, Ron, that's why I say, Cheryl, it didn't have to be this way. That man could have come on, still been a comedian, still been funny, still reminded us of the Lord, did a little bit of shade, said, oh, I don't trust none of y'all. Y'all play in my face, but I love y'all that love me. Y'all that love me, y'all that love me, know I love you and you have access to me. Y'all that play too much and pretend like y'all friends of Lucifer, don't come by me. You know, you could do it like that and people be like, okay, I'm still rocking with Jay Wilson. When you say, don't, y'all ain't nothing. When I click off of this, it ain't y'all ain't nothing. Y'all ain't no friends on here, and y'all ain't shit. And I don't care. I don't care what you think I care what these people think. You think you care what these people? Oh, I'm like, you just nasty, crazy. Cheryl says his favorite thing to say about out the Bible is you read what you sow. Careful. I think God been very patient with that man. What's up, Jexy 3000 says if he and Sean, why does he continue to record these? Because it's not. It's not. It's all a facade. He may be using Mark. I mean, you're right. Why is he caught on these hookup? Why would he sit there and say, "Oh, he would entertain someone that was younger than with him if that person that was younger was in medical school or law school? If you have someone and you love them, you would not even be looking. You would not even be looking that way. You know, you would not even be looking that way. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy that he would even say such a thing like that. You know what I mean? He's like, and then the thing, boo. Who say boo at 50? Who say boo? I'm just sorry. Me and my boo. Who says that? Who says that? You are 50 years old saying terminology that belongs to a third grader. Like, for real. Like, me and my boo. Like, anyway. Well, y'all, that's my commentary. I may come back later. If y'all been thoroughly entertained and I've helped woke you up, feel free to send a just to the dark side. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. You know, it's just weird. It's just, I don't know. It's just weird. I don't know. I think a lot of us, I don't think a lot of us feel bad. It's just a lot of us like this man is 55 years old. Obviously, has some kind of form of intelligence. Got degrees, but he continues to make the most hideous mistakes. You know, I don't know. Anyway, with Audio Pope and Lemon, I felt like that is a unique situation because I think when Audio Pope fell out with Queen 88, he saw the trajectory of his situation fall down, and now he's on his revamp plan. And I guess he thought that he had a good, he can repair with Lemon. That's all. That shit is weird to me, but I don't know. That's weird. Anyway, I'm out of here. Y'all take care. Have a good day. I may be back later. Talk to you later. Bye, y'all. Woo child. Yeah, Woo child is right.
Ooh-cha.
Bye, y'all. And Jay Wilson, you got to change your direction. You got to change your direction because this internet stuff it's for real. Woo child. Bye, y'all.